Garth is his name, with the last name of Oxner, but he also has a pseudonym, and that would be the Oxenator. Take the G from Garth and the O from Oxner, and you got go. Mighty fine action word, put it together with odd tech, and you have go odd tech. Hi folks, this is Garth from Go Odd Tech, and today we're going to talk about USB interfaces, connecting mics, recording stuff, guitars, keyboards, you name it, to your computer. We're going to talk about it today. We're going to basically, though we're talking, our main focus is going to be on the USB interfaces. Now I do two things. I am a musician and I'm also a broadcaster. So I wear kind of two hats. And so primarily I use two USB interfaces exclusively. Now my first USB interface is the Behringer U-Control UCA 202, and it looks very much like this. So I'm going to bring on the other camera here, and let me just transition that in. All right, so so it looks, all right, so there is the USB interface. That's the Behringer U-Control UCA 202, and looks very much like this. And so you have 4 RCAs. You have left and right RCA out, and you have a left and right RCA in. Then you turn the unit around, and you have a headphone jack with a volume right. Let's see where the volume is. Volume is right here. So you can turn up and down the headphones, and it works very nicely. It goes for about $30, and it is plug and play. So it works great on Windows. You just plug it in, finds a driver, no worries. It is a great little device for $30. Now, so like I said, the UCA 202, it's a great device for the price, or a great device for the price. The input quality is clear, and there's minimal hum in it as well. So it's a very good quality for the price. Now, by full disclosure as well, just to let you know, neither Behringer or Focusrite, which is a product I'm going to be talking about in a minute, sent me any free merchandise. So I am not forced to say anything that isn't true, nor would I ever be bought anyway. I would always say what is true, even if the companies decide to send me their products free of charge, and I'm not opposed to that. So any companies out there that want to send me stuff to evaluate, by all means, just send it in, and I will evaluate it. But I will give a truthful give a truthful review, no matter how I get the merchandise. Anyway, I just wanted to clear that up. Now that I have made that clear, I found that the UCA 202 has some latency issues. Now, latency is the delay that it takes from the audio signal to get into the computer and get processed. And even with a fairly quick computer, my laptop is an i3, so it isn't too bad. I just bought it within the last week or so, so it's not bad. But for me, there was some latency issues, and when you're doing on-track recording, that is a huge problem, as everything needs to be exact, right on the beat. So I do not use the Behringer in my recording studio for music, but it's great in my broadcast studio, because I don't, when it's voice, it doesn't matter It doesn't matter if there's a little bit of latency or delay. So it works great in my voice, to broadcast voice and so on. Anyway, moving along. So while latency is not critical, like I say, I found that the UCA 202 works just fine in my broadcast studio in conjunction with my Audio Techniques 2020 microphone and my Yorkville board. So that's what I use to broadcast now, and it works just great. So if you're broadcasting, the $30 USB little sound card there, it's basically a sound card. It is a USB interface, but it's more just a glorified sound card. It works great. Before I go any further, I'm just going to show you how I connect the Behringer to my board. Okay, so I have basically two cables here, actually one cable and an adapter. So I have a left and right balanced cable, and that goes to the main outs in my board. Then on the other end of that is a 1/8 inch stereo jack. That goes to an adapter. Plug in right here. And from that adapter, it goes, and so this goes to my board. This goes to the Behringer left or right and left. The red is always right. Red or right and left the right and left inputs on the Behringer. Okay, so that's how that is connected. So, for under $60 or $70, your board is connected using your USB, and it sounds great, and that's all you need for broadcasting. As I said, for the price, the Behringer is awesome and works very well for voice broadcast. It would not be my first choice for recording music because of the delay. So now let's move along to the voice, or to the music studio. And in my music studio, I use nothing but the best. Okay, well, it's very good. And what I use is the Focusrite Scarlet 2i2, and it runs for about $150. Let me just back this up in the mic here. And it's a Focusrite, and there's a front of it right there. You can see I'm using it right as we speak here. You can see the little green lights flashing, and you get a little, the headphones are plugged in. I don't need the headphones for talking right now, so they're not there. You got a nice little volume control for your headphones as well. And if you have monitors set up there, you are able to turn up your monitor speakers using the big rotary volume control right there as well. You also have a various switch for line level. You have a phantom plug right there for boosting your microphone to 40 40 microvolts or whatever. Anyway, it gives you a phantom power if you need it. You can plug it directly, and you don't need a board with this, which is kind of cool. And let's see what else. And then on the other side, you got the USB plug-in, as well as you were able to plug in speakers to monitor for the Focusrite. So it's a great tool. It's a great USB interface. Like I said, it runs for about $150, and it also works very well with Windows 10. Okay, now when you first plug in Focusrite into Windows 10, basically it'll look like it downloaded or look like you have the proper drivers. Do not believe that. Do not plug it in until you go to Focusrite.com and download the proper drivers for your device, because you need those drivers in order to get the best quality and the lower latency on the device as well for the Scarlet 2i2 Focusrite interface. So it's basically as simple as that. Just plug it in, and if you remember to use ASIO, if that is available, that is going to give you your lowest latency factor, and that is a good thing. So from there, go to your settings on your recording software, and enjoy and record, and that's all there is to it. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me ramble on about audio and technology, my two favorite things. So this is Garth from Go Odd Tech. And if you like the video, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. You'll have all kinds of things on here from time to time. And let me know what you think of the video. If you have any suggestions, anything you want me to look into and maybe go over, I will be happy to do that. So cheers for now. And this is Garth from Go Odd Tech saying cheers, and talk to you very soon. Take care. Bye.